Hi, Rodolfo.
Hi,
In
Jana.
Mexico.
Good to see you
Good to see you.
in Mexico. Oh, what are you drinking?
I am actually, I don't want to tell you.
Okay. I won't push because I'm afraid of the answer.
No, I think actually that's interesting. If my answer to you when you ask me what I'm drinking is, I don't want to tell you, what do you think it is? Is there a
Sublime.
grape of shame in your world?
Oh, for sure. There are numerous grapes that are beyond savory.
It's beyond.
What is that?
It's white.
Fian Fiano?
No, but interesting. Interesting you feel that way. Karen, what else could it be?
Uh, like a dealcoholized.
No,
Uh, no. Okay.
no, it's not January. I do dry January. I'm not going to do it this year, I think. I might do dry March.
Yeah, you got to gear up for it. Get mentally ready.
Yeah, I'm not there. I'm not there. So hold on. So what else could it be? Grapes of shame. Go.
I mean, it's very personal. Gewürztraminer.
No, although I have to say I'm not a big fan of Gewürztraminer because it's so pungent, and I appreciate that it's pungent because it's meant to be aromatic. And yeah, I don't appreciate how sticky the pungency is or the aromatics are in a lot of cases. There are some fantastic examples in Alsace. I will give you
Sure.
that. Alsace. I will give you that. But we're not. I don't make friends easily with a Gewürztraminer.
Moscato, Moscat.
No, this is you're not going to get, if you haven't guessed it yet, you're not going to guess it. And I
Okay.
think I'm going to end up offending a lot of people because you went really down like the nerdy kind of you and I wavelength
Yeah.
wine road, and I was expecting you to go more mainstream. So I'm going to give you one more guess on that note. It's a very mainstream grape, and a lot of people
Chardonnay.
drink a lot of it. No, Chardonnay's fantastic. If I was drinking a Chardonnay, I wouldn't be embarrassed to tell you. No.
Sauvignon Blanc. I don't know anymore.
Okay, I'm sorry. I know this is dragging on far too long, and I'm sure everybody's just really not interested. So, Grauburgunder.
Ooh.
So there's this thing in Germany where everybody just drinks Grauburgunder and Primitivo. And so I have this like thing where I very much appreciate a good Pinot Grigio from Friuli or whatever. Look, there's lots of great examples of the Grauburgunder Pinot Grigio grape for sure. I am just so, and I feel like maybe I thought you were going to know this, and maybe this is just a German bubble thing because I live in Germany and everybody just drinks Grauburgunder, and then you pour them something interesting and they're like, oh, I don't like this. And you're like, I don't like you. And that's what happens.
I love it.
Sorry. So this is how I really feel. But anyways, I'm drinking a Grauburgunder, and we went down a rabbit hole.
It's a great grape, made all over the world, but particularly strong in northeastern Europe, northeastern Italy.
Yeah. It's particularly great. Exactly. From northeastern Italy, it is particularly fantastic. And there's just a lot
In
of really
Alsace too.
yes, but there's a lot of uninspiring Grauburgunder where it's just round and there's nothing happening other than just like a little bit of opulence and like there's no tension, there's no finesse, there's nothing. There's nothing. So that's I was doing an experiment and I was trying to help a friend plan their Christmas wines. And yeah, this was a let's see if it's a good one experiment because unfortunately we've had a lot of people in our friend circle be like, I only drink Carbonara. So yeah. Let's move on.
All right, I'm ready.
So you've been in Mexico now for a couple days. It's time for the holidays.
I just arrived yesterday night, but yep.
Rodolfo's been on the go. I saw Rodolfo last week in Avignon, and it was like it's crazy. You know, Rodolfo, every time I spend any time with you in real life, it just feels like the last time I saw you was like a week ago. It just, just pick it up. I was very sad. I was very sad to say goodbye, and I hope that we're going to see each other in Miami. We will see.
I hope so too. Let's see.
We will see. Okay, so welcome back, everybody who's watching this and just saw the whole Grauburgunder rant. Welcome back to Wine Wednesday. We usually don't go that deep before we do the intro.
No.
Yeah, we have a couple things to talk about today. I'm your host, Jana Kryline, co-founder of Club dVIN and dVIN Labs, as well as Rodolfo, my co-founder of both. Hi, Rodolfo. Greetings to Mexico.
Greetings from Mexico to all of you. Delighted to be here.
Amazing. Okay, so let's just get right into it. We have just released, I suppose, was back in November. We released our Smart Champagne. We talked about it a lot. I'm sure that you're all very well versed at this point. But we're at an exciting point now where the sale closed and all of the bottles should be arriving at your doorsteps to those who ordered. So I know that my bottles arrived. I'm in Germany, so not that far away from France. But I've been receiving lots of WhatsApps and emails from everyone who's even where is, I'm just thinking, I've received emails from Hong Kong, Luxembourg, the Caymans. I'm just trying to think, USA.
It was global.
It was global. So yeah, that's exciting. Everyone who has their bottle already, this is what you have to do. So there is on the label underneath the 250K, the white letters, the 250K, there is a Bitcoin symbol beautifully integrated into the gold filigree on the label. Tap your phone. If you're using an iPhone, the NFC reader in the iPhone is at the top of the phone. So make sure that you tap that Bitcoin symbol and it's gonna open up straight into the app and you're gonna be able to talk to your bottle. So your individual bottles already know who they are, who you are. They're going to address themselves to you, introduce themselves because these bottles have a soul. We talked about this. So you're going to be able to talk to your bottle, ask it all about its journey, ask it all about itself, how it was made, where it was made. And you'll actually be able to chat in natural language. You can use voice, you can type to it. Whatever you want to do. I would recommend that you don't open the bottle until Bitcoin hits 250K. This is the whole idea. I was joking with a friend today who asked if they could open one of their bottles already. And I said, well, you have to peel the label off if you're going to open your bottle in advance because that's sacrilege. And don't curse Bitcoin for all of us by opening your bottle before.
Don't ruin it.
Yeah. So just tap that Bitcoin symbol on the front and you will be taken straight into the app and be able to already interact with the bottle, which is so cool. This is the world's first ever smart wine. If you didn't get a chance to buy the smart wine, no worries. We have put it back on a wait list now. So you'll be able to still go to smartwine.ai and get yourself on the wait list for the next tranche that comes out. Probably going to wait until Bitcoin starts hitting all-time highs on the regular before we do that sale. But there are still some bottles left. So yeah. That will be another exciting moment.
Oh, yes.
Definitely did not turn in our favor halfway through that launch. But you know what? This is crypto. Welcome to the exciting world that we live in. All right, Rodolfo. It was great to see you in Avignon.
It was my pleasure.
You had the brunt of work. So how you feeling? Good?
I'm good. Bottles are out there. We cleared the biggest hurdle. Now just talking to delighted members and members with customs questions.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No small feat, it turns out, ladies and gentlemen. Global shipping for free was the big. I think that was kind of one of the big perks of getting it on that first sale. Free global shipping in time for the holidays. That was a project for us internally. So you're welcome. Felt that. Nailed it. Okay. There was another benefit though. For everyone who got in on the first tranche, you will all have received an email to access your free 2 months of Bacchus AI Pro. So you will have an email in your inbox, and that's going to tell you what you have to do to be able to use Bacchus. But that is a really, really, it's a really cool tool. And I know that if you've been watching these Wine Wednesdays and you're familiar with what we do at Club dVIN and dVIN Labs and dVIN AI, then I'm sure it's not the first time you're hearing about Bacchus AI, but a very impressive tool. There's nothing like it on the market. So definitely make use of your free 2 months. This is a paid subscription already. So yeah, no more freebies of Bacchus unless you're one of our members or investors who's testing all of the new features as they will continue to roll out. Then you're insider.
And just to clarify, because I had some our members are always so super helpful, and they have eagle eyes. But one of them was Bacchus.ai is not the website for it, and I was like, you are absolutely correct. We talk about it as if it were a website, but it is not. dVIN.ai is where Bacchus lives. So Bacchus AI is the name of the genius, but it lives at dVIN.ai. So just wanted to clarify that.
And to activate, if you do have a bottle, to activate your Bacchus, your 2 months free Bacchus, you're going to sign in at app.dvin.ai. But you'll have an email explaining everything that you have to do. You're going to sign in to app.dvin.ai, and you're going to use the same email that you used for your order. And then your pro access it's going to live through the end of February. So it is already active. It doesn't activate when you decide to log in. It's active from now until the end of February. So make sure that you're taking advantage of that. There's nothing extra that you have to do. But yeah, inside the app, just tap that. That was our breakpoint thing. Tap that. Yeah. Tap your bottle and talk to the AI agent that lives inside of it, but also separately log into to app.dvin.ai and make sure that you're making use of Bacchus. 2 separate things, connected, yes, but make sure you sign in. So inside the app, there's a chat where you're gonna be able to ask Bacchus anything about any wine producers, vintages, regions, market pricing. You're gonna be able to take a photo of a bottle or even a restaurant wine list. And Bacchus will instantly tell you what it is, what it's worth, whether it deserves your attention at all. Maybe this Grauburgunder wouldn't. Sorry. And if you're tracking your cellar digitally, then you can also upload a CSV of your portfolio from Cellar Tracker or LCB or BBR or Octavian or just a custom file. However you are tracking your wines, if you're tracking them digitally and you have a CSV file, then you can upload that into Bacchus and it will totally analyze your entire wine portfolio. This tool is insane and you have it for free right now. So go make use of it. Yeah. He's going to clean up your data.
As Jana knows, I'm not easily impressed, but wow. Bacchus is just, every time I interact, I'm just like, man, this is on point and this is cool.
Indeed.
And maybe a slight segue, but I put tomorrow's for members, their drop wine through it, and it just nailed it.
This is a segue. Wait, Rodolfo, I'm the one who's I have had.
You're the alpha spiller.
No, I know, but if you can't be. Do you have a glass of wine?
No, I don't. It's
at least lie to me.
It's none. I do. It's just you can't see it.
Then it makes sense that you're spilling the alpha. We will get to the wine drop. Tomorrow we have a wine drop that is absolutely out of this world. And we only have 18 bottles in the allocation for our members. So Rod, don't spill the beans just yet. I was almost done my spiel about Bacchus, cleaning up your data. And I know that data is not sexy, but when it comes to wine data, it's a pain in the ass. And Bacchus will clean it all up for you and give you a clear analysis of your portfolio across currencies. And that's all.
That's true.
Now you may carry
on. Spill the alpha. No, for members, we have a very cool drop tomorrow. I don't want to steal Jana's thunder, but
steal it, take it. All I do is ramble.
So we have a very small allocation of Charles Lachaux. He is
rising star winemaker in the world right now.
Yeah, exactly. In Burgundy, which thereby also makes you the world, but he's just topped all of the charts of of the wine world in terms of what he's accomplishing both at his family estate, which is Charles Lachaux, and what he's accomplishing at his microscopic negociant label, which is just called Charles Lachaux. And the wines are just out of this world. And we were able to, source it competitively, and we're just delighted. I mean, you cannot find this. You may find a stray bottle here and there on the gray market. I don't recommend that. But it's just impossible to find. And if you do, it's for obscene prices by very sort of shrewd people who know they can try to flip it. But we're delighted to offer this. It's the Pommard, so it's a red Burgundy. The wines are they spend only a shorter period of time in oak, which is his preference. So the 24 is already available and accessible. And man, he's sort of known as having a Midas touch, and it's true.
Okay,
it's just very true.
Cold hard facts. Tomorrow, which is December 18th,
yes,
we are releasing 18 single bottle lots of Charles Lachaux 2024 Pommard Les Vignots.
Yes.
We're releasing it for members only at, do I want to talk about the price?
No, not really. I mean,
a very good price.
A very good price.
See, that's when I spill the alpha. Okay.
I
members,
know.
You have the price in your inbox. I will tell you that it is a very, very good price. This is, like Rodolfo said, this is a direct winery allocation, no gray market sketch, if you will. What is the limit per member, Rodolfo? Is it one bottle?
No, it's a little bit more than that, because sometimes they're real enthusiasts that are early to the game, and they deserve to be able to, to get a little more. But definitely, if you're interested, you should jump on in there and
I feel like there's going to need to
order
be
yourself.
There's going to need to be some refereeing tomorrow. We're going to have to be monitoring the sale to make sure that it's fair for all of our members, especially the global insiders, because there are only 18 bottles. And this is, without a doubt, one of the hottest wines in the world at the moment. So that's why we only have 18 bottles. This is 18 bottles is an insane allocation anyway. But yeah, this is when it's gone, it's gone. And we're pretty excited about it. We've been talking about this internally for a number of weeks now. And it's like, when are we going to do the Lachaux? So right before Christmas, Merry Christmas to our members.
Christmas.
This is one of the most exciting drops that we've ever done. So yeah. Anyways, I'm kind of excited about it. And if you guys aren't fast, Rodolfo and I are going to get in there and start snapping it up. Just kidding.
We're not supposed to, and we're not going to, but man, it's tempting.
It is very tempting. Okay. So if you're not already a member, well, I'm going to say it's not too late. We actually have been receiving some member application forms this week. I think that the Smart Champagne got a lot of people excited. I've had quite an influx of member applications. So I will be reviewing those tomorrow morning to make sure that everybody who is, in case anybody is applying because of this drop, that you guys get a chance. So I'll make sure to keep those email addresses in mind and share out the purchase link to anybody who does purchase a membership tomorrow, because this is a drop that's worth a membership purchase for sure.
Wow. Yeah. That's a bold statement, but absolutely.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, this kind of a drop is definitely kind of a signal to like, this is what excites me so much about the club. So yeah. And that's not like a sales pitch, guys. It is, I suppose, a sales pitch, but there's no other wine club like us. Okay. Boom.
Boom, boom. And
moving on. So let's talk
there are
about
more exciting drops to come. I won't let Janice. She wants to spill alpha. I can smell it.
Oh my God. I kind of want to give something away. I had a really interesting call today that I haven't told you about yet, Rodolfo, with a sommelier in Austria who is really into the digital art scene. and has a very, very cool idea to work with us on our upcoming, we've got an upcoming, should we just spill the beans on an upcoming, without any concrete details? We have a very exciting Chateau Pommard wine drop coming up in January, a very exciting one. But without spilling any of the beans, we are also planning a pretty cool digital cork piece of art around it. So it's going to be exciting. But let's talk about this specific wine a little bit more. We've got Charles Lachaux, 33-year-old winemaker, 6th generation, but he's 33 years old, and he is by far, I would say, he's the hottest name in the wine world right now.
Pretty much. I mean, there's a few contenders, but he's in that one top 2 or 3. You know, he's incredibly young. He's you know, continuing to contribute to his family label and then his own label, and he's, you know, everybody that meets him just is blown away. He's unassuming, and he's just focusing on making great wine that people can have access to despite the very limited quantities.
Yeah.
So
and we're talking about a Pinot Noir, right? And I
yes,
think,
of course.
So Charles, actually, he was very interested in aligoté. Isn't that right? So I haven't tasted any myself, but yeah, he's one of those winemakers who kind of, so yeah, 6th generation, comes from a real powerhouse family for sure, but just wanting to do something different. And aligoté, for those of you who don't know, is a white grape that is much less commonly grown in Burgundy, but it's a Burgundian grape by origin, is it not?
Yeah, and you know, even though it's a rounding error compared to Chardonnay in Burgundy, and there's, you know, there are plenty of examples that are not that terribly interesting. There are now winemakers like Charles and a few others, particularly the younger generation, who are revisiting this grape and saying, "Whoa, stop!
Yeah,
this isn't like the redheaded stepchild to Chardonnay."
No offense, redheads.
Yeah, sorry. And they're really just blowing it out of the park with aligoté, showing what it's capable of.
So it's a grape that definitely deserves some more attention than it has received in the past. And obviously the exceptional Burgundian terroir doesn't hurt. It's interesting. It's an interesting, it's an interesting thing to keep an eye on, I would say. But the wine that we're talking about that is going to be released as our members only drop tomorrow, as I said, it is a Pinot Noir. So we're classic Burgundy here. It's going to be, What do you think about the palate, Rodolfo? I haven't tasted anything from Charles.
Oh, I mean, nobody gets to taste a lot of it because you're, in essence, every time you open a bottle, you're taking one away from somebody. That's sort of the nature of the microscopic production. But it's Pommard, and if you're familiar with red Burgundy, it's, you know, of course it's still Pinot, of course it's still delicate and ethereal, but it is. It is one of those expressions of Pinot from Burgundy that's got a little bit more intensity, body,
but still
spice,
that like and perfume and finesse that you would expect,
but it
does have depth. Pommard is known for having a bit more depth. And the finesse, I think, thanks to the altitude, right? I think we're 300 meters. 300 meters? I think it's top level, yeah. Which
doesn't sound like a lot because if you think about winemaking in other extreme regions like Bhutan, Argentina, that is nothing. But for a vine being at sea level or being at 300, 400, 500 meters, it makes a big difference in terms of how hard it has to work to produce quality fruit.
Yeah, these are vines on high in Burgundy, which actually, if you know anything about wine and the way the vines are basically categorized, I would say, or in Burgundy, is The vines that are on the top of the slope are actually not Grand, they're never Grand Cru. It's windier up there. And these are top of the slope. These are not Premier Cru or Grand Cru wines. These are the highest vineyards in Pommard, I would say. So yeah.
Yeah, Charles is a nonconformist when it comes to,
yeah.
I mean, he's just going to make the best wine he can wherever. And, you know, whatever it aligns to, great from an appellation point of view, but, you know, he's not chasing like, he's not chasing status with this.
Yeah. So 6th generation
Right.
Romani winemaker. Family domaine is Domaine Arnaud Lachaux. And this is his micro negoce. So yep. Yeah.
100%.
It's exciting. A little micro negoce. All right. So we have I'm just thinking, what do we have to talk about? 2 more things. We have Brunello. We have a trip to Brunello that is going to be, so it's happening May 28th. I am just going to, hold on a second. Let me grab the link. We are, Brunello. Yes. Hang on a sec. Sorry, guys. Luma.com/Brunello. Easy.
There we go.
Check it out. We are going to be going with a very small group to Tuscany to check out Brunello di Montalcino. It's going to be a fantastic trip. We had Filippo Magnani on our last Wine Wednesday to talk about it 2 weeks ago. And it's fantastic. He is one of our OG founding members at Club dVIN. He is one of the most well-connected Italian wine and wine tourism guys that there is. And he's basically opening all of the doors to the top producers, bringing out really cool library releases during the trip. So we're going to be, you know, having winemaker dinners and cooking classes in tucked away corners of castles in Brunello. It's going to be fantastic. There is a maximum capacity of 12 people that will be able to attend the trip. So it is going to be very intimate. We will take a minimum of 6 people. So it's going to be a fun one. I'm going to be there myself. So I hope that you will join us. And if you want more information on that, then I would say check out our last Wine Wednesday, which you'll find, of course, on our YouTube channel. You will also find it on our X account. But we will be doing another couple info sessions with Filippo himself as he kind of walks us through the itinerary. The itinerary is almost entirely complete. There will be some sort of surprises that will be built into it, but you will be able to see a fairly, I would say, a fairly solid example of what the itinerary is going to be on our Luma events calendar. And that is also how you sign up. So if you want to reserve a spot for the Brunello trip, the deposit is $1,500 per person. And that we need to close that off in January. I believe the 20th of January is when we're going to kind of close that off. And whoever has paid their deposit by that point will be in on the trip, provided we have, as I said, 6 people. And above 12, we will just have to do a second trip, which we, of course, will consider. So if you're interested in that, it's a great Christmas gift for anyone who's looking to wow their significant other with a trip to Italy in spring. Get out of here and hang out with me.
But yeah, get on it, because if I get a chance, I'm going to grab a slot, and I promised myself I wouldn't do that because I'd be taking a slot away from one of our members. So, but if you're too slow, I'm going to take it anyway.
Well, that sounds like a threat to me. And what's a Wine Wednesday without a threat from Rod?
Yeah. I love it. Okay. I love it.
Okay, so Brunello we have covered. And then the last thing that I think we need to cover for today, because I know we are overtime. We did start late, but we're overtime, is all of our members are invited next Monday, or this coming Monday before Christmas, to our happy hour, our holiday happy hour with the founders. So we're all going to be showing up with a glass of wine, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing it in 2 different time zones so that we can, make sure no one has an excuse not to open a bottle of wine, Rodolfo. So I hope to see everybody on Monday. Again, you will find all of this information in our Luma calendar, everything for Brunello, everything for all of our upcoming live streams. Wine drop information is in there as well, because before every wine drop, we do a Wine Wednesday to spill the beans. So yeah, we're going to run it twice. I think we're doing it at, I feel like we're doing it at 10 a.m. Central European time and 8 p.m. Central European time. Check Luma. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Bring wine. We're going to talk about all the highlights of the year past and talk about some exciting things that we've got in store for you next year. So yeah, really looking forward to that.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Rodolfo, you are not allowed to come on Monday to our holiday happy hour unless you have alcohol in your hand. That is a rule.
I'll have a glass of mezcal on my side.
A glass of mezcal. Ah, Mexico. What's the weather like?
It's 25 degrees centigrade, sunny, floral. I can see very beautiful flowers from my window.
What is the weather like? Floral. That is such
floral.
a wine person thing to say.
Yeah, slightly pretentious. I did not intend that. And then it's a big temperature fluctuation here, so which is part of the agave culture. So you go down to like 10 in the evening, sometimes even down to 5, and then it's 25 during the day.
That sounds lovely. I am going to Canada for Christmas. So I am hoping for a white Christmas, because in Germany right now, it's been beautiful and sunny in Düsseldorf for the last couple of days. It was sunnier in Avignon, I will say. It was a little warmer in Avignon, but it's like, this is not winter to me. I love it, not complaining when it's sunny, but I need a white Christmas. So I'm going to head home to Canada, and I will be catching up with you all from there, I'm sure. Yeah, I think that's it. I look forward to our next Wine Wednesday, which I believe is scheduled for the 7th with Niels Lackner. It's going to be a fun one. Champagne and actually maritime wines and champagne and oysters. So it's going to be good.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Rodolfo. It's going to be a fun
one.
one.
I'm going to have some fresh shucked oysters at my side for this one.
Amazing. Me too. See, no excuses about alcohol. You'll have oysters. I'll have oysters and wine, and we'll kick it off in January. And we look forward to seeing you all there. Again, check out our Brunello trip. Make use of your free Bacchus AI 2 months for everyone who has the smart wine bottle arriving on your doorsteps. If it has not already, then it should be there shortly. And make sure all of our members to log in on time tomorrow for the wine drop release, because it's going to go quick. So thank you very much, Rodolfo.
Thank you all.
Merry Christmas, everybody. See you all on Monday, members. Bring your wine. Cheers, guys.
Bye, everyone.